It's Week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see Luke Musgrave. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Bills and the Jets under the lights on Thursday night.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Baker going to throw this right away. And his first pass is incomplete. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the Bills had 8-1 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Out to his left. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
On first down, sweep, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. When you talk about this Jets defense, they enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Jets offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Now Mayfield. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And returning it, here's Hamler. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
To throw, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. After 1, 7-3 the score. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's White. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Bills. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The New York set to take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now Shipley again. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Straight ahead, Shipley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. To the right side goes Shipley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Robert Spillane, the linebacker, there on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So an 8-play drive gets them down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
In motion, the tight end. They'll run on first down. Sweep, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweep. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to throw is Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
To throw, Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. That one taken in by T. Higgins. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And again, it's Mayfield. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the visiting Carolina Panthers. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the New York Giants.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. To the air, Williams. In trouble, and he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
From the gun, here's Williams. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Mayfield to throw it. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they're defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
And now the Bills will bring the offense out onto the field and go for two here. Williams going to throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick six into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Able to find Higgins. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. On the handoff, it's Shipley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Once again, it's Shipley. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A run on first down with Shipley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Hamler now on the return. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Working out of the gun, Williams. Flush to his right. Oh, it stays up.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Chris Olave. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out now come the Jets. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Lockett. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mayfield. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Williams. On the move to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. Here's Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Williams with a little touch pass forward. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Coleman now to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw now on 1st down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw, it's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This is 2nd and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be, 38 yards out. And his kick is indeed good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And just shutting him off there. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Mayfield now from the 50. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Fighting through. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Let's go now. Head to 60. Head to 60. Check up.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 19, Tiger, 19.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
To the air, Williams.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Coleman now to return. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bills, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.